Hi, Richard. Could you talk about the change to the public call function for the buy burn on PulseX? Yes. The text of the website says that 0.06% of the trade, which is 22% of the total fee, so 0.06 is 22% of 0.29, which is the fee, could be used to buy back and burn. This is a very delicate phrase, because once again, you must have no expectation of profit from the work of others in anything that I am involved with. Now, what I would have loved is that you could have a contract similar to the good accounting contract call inside a public function called good accounting that anyone could call in the Hex contract. But you can't do it for Uniswap because Hex, everything is on chain. All of the logic is public and pure and locked and immutable and on chain. But with Uniswap, it's not that way. Uniswap doesn't do routing on chain. It does routing off chain. And routing is actually very computationally expensive. And if you tried to do it on chain, you'd run out of space in the blocks. Like it just wouldn't, you can't. There's a reason that no one's coded this yet. And it's not just because I come up with good ideas that others don't, but it's because this particular thing, I don't think it can be done. Not with the blockchains that we have today that really can't do much. So if you did give the public access to use the coins to then buy and burn PulseX, they could set up evil routes that routed through stuff that they owned to empty that account of its coins and really not actually do the buying and burning to any large degree because the routing is off chain. And so there's no mechanism by which that you can validate that someone is performing a best effort or nearly optimal or even okay route in order to perform the buy and burn. So it just can't be done. Like I'm unaware of any way to do it. That's it, you know. And we ran into a similar thing with the bridges where you're just like, you know, some node has to be trusted in order to say this happened over there, and therefore because I saw that, I'm going to happen this over here. Oh, someone locked up their coins on the ETH chain. Well, then we're going to issue coins that represent them on this chain. Oh, they burnt the coins on this chain. Okay, then we're going to release the coins on that chain. You have to have something that you trust in order to do that because it's not on a single chain. Because it's on two chains and you're touching the real world, something has to say, I saw this, so then I did that. So it's another not yet solved and apparently very hard to solve issue that I thought with the bridges, the same logic that allows atomic cross swaps to work, I thought, oh, well, that allows you to do trustless swaps, so you should be able to do that here. It just doesn't. Are more people participating in the SAC a hindrance to price potential? Nobody knows. So put it this way. If you invent a coin, you're the least participants possible, right? So how coin does, like, if you invent a coin and you're the only one that uses it, how well does your coin do? Well, it does terribly because coins are social things and they benefit. Like if you look at Metcalfe's law, the value of a network is in proportion to the square of the number of its participants. And so as you get more participants, you get exponential value. And I consider cryptocurrencies kind of that way. And X times Y equals K market makers are also that way. They move as a function of a square. So, I think that having more participants earlier helps you get a critical mass. Like who are the people that are spreading the word about Hex and introducing Hex to everybody? The people that already have done well with Hex. And so the more people that do well with a thing, the more people that participate with a thing, the more people add to their positions and the more they tell other people. So I think that a more successful sacrifice phase is very likely to make a more successful community and more successful communities create more successful prices. So I don't think less participation in the sacrifice phase would be good. I think more participation is better, in my opinion. Because, there's no other way to get people to change their behavior to start really caring about a thing unless they on-ramp to the thing, And the earlier, the better. Because with exponential growth, if you're going vertical at some point, the day right before vertical sucked. The vertical day is the good one. So when you get a snowball, the bigger snowball you start with, you're pushing your vertical day earlier. Makes a big deal. Makes a big difference. Can you explain liquidity for noobs? Yeah, sure. You want to go to the supermarket and buy chocolate milk. Is there chocolate milk there? Yes. Then they have liquidity in chocolate milk. It just means is for sale. So if there's chocolate milk at the supermarket, then the chocolate milk market is liquid at that supermarket. That's all liquidity means. Somebody says, just checked my address, not there. Yeah, dude. Are we on mainnet? Are we on mainnet yet? Why would it be there? Do you think this is not an Ethereum airdrop? No one's going to pay millions of dollars to airdrop tokens to Ethereum users. The whole idea is we're building stuff better than what's on Ethereum. Don't mean to get angry so quickly. Sorry about that. I just hate stupid questions a little bit. That one's really stupid. That's above average stupid question. How do you see it now in testnet? I told you. You know what? You guys obviously are of low intelligence. Let me Google it for you. Even though I told you how to Google it, apparently you can't Google anything. Even though you're sitting in a computer wanting to enter in, parameters to your MetaMask, let me Google it for you. Pulse chain testnet settings. Oh my God! Look, there it is. The first link, a link to GitLab. And I scroll down, and there's a picture. There's a picture of your MetaMask. And you enter Pulse Chain Testnet as the network name. You go to MetaMask, and you click the top right where it says Ethereum Mainnet. You click it. It's a drop-down box. You go to Add Network on the bottom. And then you enter this stuff. Pulse Chain Testnet is the network name. rpc.v2.testnet.pulsechain.com is your URL. Now prefix that with https:// chain ID 940, currency symbol, lowercase t, capital PLS, block explorer, https://scan.v2.testnet.pulsechain.com. Are we good? Are we good now? I Googled that for you. I clicked the first link that I got. I scrolled down, and it's in the first picture. Why did I have to do that on live stream for you guys? Very silly. And I'm sure that you're not watching now. You're really typing that into your MetaMask right now. I'm positive. By the way, you'll see your balances from about 2.25 months ago. It might have just been 2 months ago.